I think we did a lot of research on our own too about what it was, but there's no solid definition to that, so it made it more confusing for all of us on how social enterprise actually is or what exactly it is, because everyone had their own definition. So coming up to a conclusion or like something very small or like coming to one place was actually hard for us. Most of our research, I think, we're done over the internet and all of those stuff. So yeah, that's how we know.
Yeah, before joining the SACHA, I had the very, very beginning introduction of what the project is made, what kind of challenge topics are, and then that's the first time I'm familiar with the concept of social enterprise and also how this kind of cooperate with SACHA, with career service, and how we all build this challenge question together. It is really interesting because before this program, I only know that, it's kind of a setup, build up things, I guess. But then as I dive more into the program and during the sessions, I slowly learn, okay, what is social enterprise and how do we, how did this influence the whole Edinburgh, and also how us being a student can participate within it. So yeah, it was really good networking and really good, awesome chance to just familiar ourselves within the environment that we are.
We loved it. We loved the SACHA program because everyone from our team is like from different backgrounds. None of us are like only data driven or only like socially driven. We all come from different backgrounds, and we instantly, I think like the activities that they made us do made us more realize what our inner strengths were and how we could have collaborated between each other. So anytime anyone was stuck with data, they're like, I don't know how to do this, and I'm like, I got you, girl, I got you. So overall, I feel like this program has made me more closer to team building and how I can work with everyone else. And it was fun, very fun. We were more excited to meet in person than even online. Yeah. We were just, guys, like, let's get our schedule together. Why not just meet together? So yeah, it was a nice collaborative environment that I was paired up in.
Yeah, it's really interesting to build that bond and build a connection with a student who shares similar interests with you. Because as we all join the program, we have the same passions and same energy to do the challenge questions and how to work together. And it was such an interesting thing because we got the WhatsApp group, and we also meet regularly, weekly on Teams, where everyone can share just a little bit story of their life, just how we catch up together. And then I remember the first time when we have the in-person meeting, it was really interesting. It was like, oh, hi, you must be this and this. And then we all get around together. I love the part that we brainstorming and everybody has the part to say. And also during the end of the progress, we start to finalize our programs, our presentations, our report, and our poster. And that's where each one of us have a chance to shine. I'd be like, oh, I'm really good at design, I will do the poster. Oh, I'm really good at public speaking, I'll handle the presentation. So I really like this kind of ideas that brings everyone together and then allow them to shine in their own individual area, and also people are just appreciate of how hard you work. And yeah, it's really interesting process.
Yeah, I think even at the starting, we did share what, one of the activities was share your strengths and your weaknesses. So throughout the processes, we took advantage of what we had the strength for. And also throughout the processes, we made sure that we are also getting that weaknesses to shine out, and people really want to practice. I remember Karen saying that I want to get my presentation skills out and I want to do the presentation, I want to speak up and improve my public speaking. And I think as a collective group, everyone wanted to do that. So we all shared a part okay, let's see what we want to improve, or even some people in the group said, we want to be more data driven, we want to learn how data really works. And I was there like, oh, let's get into the data. I'll help you guys out. So everyone helped me out. I helped them out to overcome these weaknesses. I feel like SACHA was something that also helped overall every one of us to strengthen our good points, but also improve and work on our weaknesses that we want to work on.
And yeah, the thing is, there's no bad idea. There's only interesting idea, and then it's our job to kind of make the idea become reality. For example, in our group, we mentioned that it's going to be cool. We have a website. So how do we build a website? And then we go deep on that. And then finally, when the websites were out, everyone was happy about it, and I feel really proud and really happy that can contribute to the group. And yeah, it's really supported environments that people appreciate your voice, listen to your opinions, and then cooperate together.
Because everyone was busy this week, we knew that we had to like fast forward and like had to practice it. So before coming here, we all got together for the free breakfast that university has. We were sitting there having breakfast, practicing each and everything. We were going through everyone's part that they wanted to present as there being an audience, and they were speaking up. Everyone, I feel like, gave each other a good feedback about, please pace down here, we need to emphasize on what EPMC is. And yeah, we were kind of nervous at the starting, but because we were the first group to go in, but once we got into it, we knew that, okay, we are doing good. Everyone's on the good pace. After the presentation, we are writing each other on the group like, we slayed, guys. We killed the presentation. Everything was good. And knowing what exactly we did in the project was so helpful. And yeah, we were nervous, but we came along after a year there.
And I do really like the support that SACHA team provide for us during the whole 12-week challenge. We have input session, output session, practice presentation. This whole kind of support during the full process is really giving us the strength and giving us that kind of final confidence to presenting in front of everyone. And they also have workshop that also kind of tells you what to do, how to do storytelling, how do you kind of talk when others people are during the presentations. And yeah, I find the practice presentation is really important that we have before our final presentation. It just really gives us a time that getting together as a group and then making it perfect.
Yeah, the one session that was conducted for like how to present or how to have your presentation done, half of the things we have already implemented in our presentation. When she was like, create a logo, have your slides consistent to the coloring scheme, maybe stand out, have a storytelling, create a background scenario for what your audience should be seeing. Or when you're presenting, talk in a slow pace, use your hands. As a group, you're standing there, be nice, do not fidget. And we all were just like, do not fidget, guys, do not fidget. Even like getting this shirt printed out, like she did mention, be coordinated, you should look and present as a team. And we're like, what can we do to present as a team? Our
T-shirts, our shirts.
So yeah, I think all of the sessions were really helpful for us, and the more we started to implement everything that was given to us, we saw how helpful that is for us. Like at first you just think like, oh, it does not make sense, like why should we be doing that? But then when you get into the logistics and everything of doing it, it just ties everything together so nicely. So I think workshops were really helpful for us.
Yeah, and then we also have the our coach meeting for every 2 weeks. That's also like a great time, just pop in, ask some quick questions. It's just really important to know that you have been giving the constant support during the whole program, and I do really appreciate every feedback sessions that we have. We have our practice presentation, idea presentations, all that initial initiative has been done smoothly, and then all the feedbacks are giving is very positive. We know our strengths, and then we have tons of questions to answer it afterwards, which also helped us the final presentation. We are already prepared to know what kind of exact question they might ask, because these are questions that probably already appears during several times or during some last output. But yeah, it's really important to have that support, and I appreciate that as well.
I think once you start knowing the impact of it, people do really get convinced. At first, I didn't know how much of greenwashing was going on behind the scenes. When you know that how bad this is affecting everything, how badly it's affecting economy, how they're not very considerate about people, where it comes from. And once I started reading about it, I was like, oh no, this is a bad practice. And when I'm going to such small shops or going to social enterprises, they are creating that impact on the society itself. You're getting the best of best quality. Something maybe like a coffee from a Starbucks won't be that handcrafted, that personalized touch that you get. It's just mixing things together and just presenting to you. But when you go to a good coffee shop, which is locally sourcing stuff, are putting in the efforts to do something, you can really understand how much effort has been put behind the product. And that is one of the very selling point when you're trying to convince someone of why they should be going into social enterprise, is just the thought process, the efforts, and the outcome is just way beyond the expectations that you see.
Yeah, and also the important thing is to raise that kind of conscience, raise that kind of awareness amongst people, that knowing what your money is being paid off and how is it gonna go through it, and how can we do good to our society at the very end of the day. And I think that kind of impact awareness is very essential, and that's how I started to convince my friends and even educate my family members on what is social enterprise, how are we gonna make good of it. And yeah, at the end of the day, is very as we're presentation are saying, making it into a norm other than alternative.